fuck?
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 9 of The Kevin Show. It's been 9 episodes already. Today we have Bobcat1Deer2Cat3, or Nico.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And if you guys know, he's been a part of Model News since the virtual beginning.
Yep, been a long time.
Yeah, it really has. Before I stopped sounding like Mickey Mouse there. So, anyways, we gotta do this disclaimer crap and all that. The views expressed in this show are not the views of the Model News Group or anybody associated with. They are our own personal views and opinions. Also, there will be some moderate to mild language and all that fucking shit.
There you go.
So, anyways, first off, Tonkin announced a military cat D7R, which is just a repainted D6R.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
just
much.
it's in the desert tan. There's no logo saying it's a D7 or any of that. They're just branding it as a D7.
Mm-hmm.
And Tonkin lost their license anyway, so.
Right, Tonkin lost their license, and Norscott did too, right?
Yep, and now it's Diecast Masters who has announced a bunch of new models.
So that's pretty cool. Hopefully they come out with some pretty cool, detailed stuff.
Well, I mean, they're already taking up the 390F. Whether it's going to be a standard boom and stick and bucket or it's going to be the LME,
Mm-hmm.
we will see. And also there's the 420 F2 and 432 F2.
Yeah, those should be some pretty cool models.
At least the 420 F2. I'm not going to get the 432.
Right.
And then, of course, again, I talked about it before. One thing in their first catalog, of course, they had a bunch of, holy shit, the Blackhawks are playing the Capitals today.
Yeah, they're losing. I'm watching them right now.
We'll probably dive into that later. But we shouldn't have gotten rid of Sharpie.
Alright, let's not talk about the Hawks now. It's not a good time.
Anyways, so pretty much, the catalog that they released was with a bunch of Norscott and Tonkin models, even spanning back to the Power Stripe stuff.
Right. I like that they were going back for that older stuff.
Even the 345 BMH was on there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like seeing that old stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Same. Seeing models that I grew up with. I feel old now.
So, another thing I wanted to talk about too was what it's Sword that's making the those F-250 trucks, right?
Yes, except for they probably will never come out at this rate.
Right.
Just saying.
People are saying that they've ordered them, and I actually almost ordered one last year.
Same.
It's a good thing I didn't, because I don't want to get stuck like what happened with that Manitowoc crane that all these people pre-ordered.
31,000.
All these people pre-ordered it for like what was it, $3-4 grand?
Yeah, and then TWH goes out of business.
So all these people pretty much had to deal with all that stuff.
Of course, they got their money back, obviously. But...
Right, but to even have to go through that would just suck.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna put it like this though. Back to the catalog real fast. They also had a TWH, the Cat Blast Hole drill in there.
That's a pretty cool thing to see. Because
Yeah.
only way you're going to see that is if someone custom makes it. Besides,
TWH had a couple of them.
did they?
Yeah, and now Diecast Masters will be selling them.
Oh, that's cool then.
And they said a lot of new exciting announcements. I didn't even expect any announcements till spring of next year, but apparently I was wrong for once.
Yeah, it's good that these guys are actually, getting into it and starting off with some cool stuff. Hopefully they're not real cheap models and they're pretty nice.
Cheaply built, but the price, hopefully it's cheap.
Yeah, hopefully they're built with quality and
let's put it this way. Let's hope they're built like the older NZG stuff.
Yeah, and that stuff wasn't too expensive either.
I mean, I got the 416C, which costs $75. It's $25 more than or actually, it's more like 10 now because of the price increases.
Right.
It's about $10 more than the 420E, and number one, you don't have that annoying fucking 4-in-1 bucket.
Yeah, I don't like that Norscott did that with all their back models.
I got a 420D and I put a 924 buck in it. It's so much better.
Yeah, it'll look pretty cool. I mean, I don't like that they did the 4-in-1 buckets on other models, and I've got the 416C as well from NZG,
And
and I don't even remember how much it was when I bought it. I know it wasn't 75 though. It was like might have got it for 50 something.
But I mean, it is open cab, but you still see open cab
Oh yeah,
backhoes. Oh hell
that's
yeah,
what's cool.
yeah, it's one of the few. But the only really thing, there's one flaw that I found with it, and that's with the outriggers.
Right, they don't hold the machine up because they don't go down far enough.
And also, it just seems like the way they are, like the loop on underneath the cylinder,
Mm-hmm.
it just seems like that would break easily.
Yeah.
But it is an
But
NZG, and they
it's
work.
still a good model, and it's
And I love. Here's the one thing I always love the Power Stripe backhoes. How the logo on the back boom was, right? Uh oh. All right. So anyways, I think his connection is having a little bit of trouble. I do apologize for that. The call did drop, by the way. So pretty much what I was trying to say was I love the logos on it, and anyways, now that we got him back, we're going to continue on anyways. Normally I'd restart, but considering the time frame right now,
yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there.
yeah, this isn't typical, but it shit happens. But I always did love the way the boom looked on the older cat backos.
Right. Yeah, that power strike was awesome to be able to see that stuff, and especially with the open cab too. I mean, you'll see. I know they make a 432 NZG. I think that was closed cab,
Yes.
so that's pretty cool too. So you have the option to get a closed cab backhoe too if you don't want the open cab, but it's still a nice model, and it's probably worth the money you'll spend on it.
I mean, let's put it this way: for 125, you can get the 416B, and I am considering getting it. But here's the thing, though: the B series backhoe. I don't know if you've ever seen one. They just look so ugly. The cab.
Oh, you know what? I think I have because yeah, I have seen one because there was a company around here doing some work and they had one.
Yeah, and they just look ugly. Just being honest.
Yeah, the color scheme too, all the black and yellow and with the cab. I mean, black and yellow looks really cool, but the way they got it laid out on that machine.
I'm considering getting it because E&B Paving does have that machine, and I did operate it in a parking lot of a Walmart.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was the guys that did the roundabout site, so they already knew me, and it was really awesome seeing them again. And they was paving my town, or not my town's, but the town next door's biggest road, which is a 4-lane highway.
Gotcha.
But anyways, yeah, it was really cool. It was different, but it was cool.
Yeah,
Which I mean,
they're.
I'm
I'm really liking the new case backhoes though.
you are liking them?
Yeah.
I mean, I can dig them. I just don't like the design, like the graphics design.
It's not bad. I kind of like it. I mean, they don't bother me. They're pretty cool, and I like that it's joystick control now and everything. So
I always like the 4-stick, to be honest.
yeah, no, I'd rather have the joysticks. I just think it's cooler, but it's all personal opinion, you know.
I've done joystick and it's fun. 4-stick is so easy.
Yeah, compared to
Yeah,
the
and the picture of the backhoe that I have up, it's a 420F backhoe. I did run that last Thursday.
oh, okay.
It is a nice backhoe. It's quiet. It has power. It doesn't sound like it, but you know what? I guess I was wrong for judging the 930K loader that I seen for being. I call it the pussy loader because it just didn't sound like it had any power to it.
Yeah,
One thing though is 3000 Toys does have Manitowoc 16,000s.
yeah, and you want to get them before they're gone.
I
So,
wasn't gonna say that because I wanted first dibs, but you know what? It's news and we got to be honest.
well, you already had one, didn't you? I thought you had one.
I got 5 4100s.
That's right. Yeah, I To be honest, I really don't even want a 16,000. The biggest crane I would go with is 4100, and I don't even know if I'm gonna find one anywhere.
Oh, pretty much. Let's put it this way, though. The 16,000 in the configuration that they're going to send it in with the, I believe they call it the windmill tip. I'm sorry, I don't know much about cranes.
Right.
There's a guy about an hour and a half, 2 hours south named Crane Dude that does know shit tons about cranes, and his house has more boom than the entire state of Indiana.
Really.
Like, really. He has the PTC 35 Memoit, for fuck's sake. That's a $2,500 crane. Or he got for $2,500. It's actually a $3,000 model.
That's a little crazy there.
It's
That is a good amount of money, though.
it's a fucking massive crane. It makes a 16,000 look tiny.
Right.
And the 16,000, as we all know, it's yes, its bigger brother is the 18,000, but the 16,000 can't support more boom without the Maxer on the 18.
Right. It's still a big model too.
Yeah, so I'm considering getting it. I mean, it's $500, but you know what? It is a crane model. It is TWH, and TWH had some of the nicest cranes.
Right.
And I would never see myself buying a Liebherr because it's just like I don't have many Liebherr models.
Yeah.
I got the wheeled excavator, which is a great. Yeah, it's in the neon yellow livery, and it looks awesome.
You got the 924, don't you?
I just got the 924, the Zero Tail today, and that's the only reason I got it too is because it's Zero Tail.
Right. That's why I want one too. The bucket, they got a trench bucket on there too, right?
Yep, it's a nice bucket. The only thing I don't like about it is how the tracks are.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Yeah,
the. It's not.
another thing too I'm starting to want is Cabelco excavators.
Oh my god, have you seen that one Cabelco promotional video? Pretty much they take an NZG 325B and they just smash it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to link you the video afterwards, but yeah, they just take a 325B and they're like going against Caterpillar. It's not that we hate cats, but we just hate cats and we think that the equipment brand should be extinct.
Right. Yeah, that's too bad.
Everybody knows that a dog is better than a cat and bullshit like that.
Right now I'm looking at a really cool picture of a D5K that got weathered and stuff.
By who?
Someone on Facebook. It looks pretty cool. It's all dirtied up.
I didn't even know you still really like heavy equipment.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, but really, before this, I didn't even know you was really still into it.
Yeah, I'm always on here looking at stuff.
Holy crap, that's scary.
I don't post stuff as much as I used to, but
Yeah, he's more involved in the fire community. He reminds me of Griffin.
so
Of course, Griffin.
stop motions too. I've got a few stop motions to go up and stuff like that.
I'm working on a roundabout dio that no one else has ever done a roundabout dio, as to my knowledge, or at least stop motion. So
Right, I don't see one.
I wanna do that, and that's the reason I got the Liebherrs in the place of the 321, since obviously there isn't a cat Zero Tail model ever made.
Well, no, there is. There's the CCM 320.
CLU, yeah, but let's put that in perspective. That's like trying to buy.
Buy a real one for
That's like trying to buy a Manitowoc 31,000. It's impossible.
Yeah, it would be pretty hard to get one. But I've seen a few on Facebook, and they're pretty cool. CCM made 3 different configurations of it.
Yeah, they made one with the compaction bucket, one with a thumb, one.
Looking at a custom Zero Tail Swing John Deere 200 right now.
Yeah, there is a lot of custom Zero Tails, especially the Deers, because they're very inexpensive models, and really, if you fuck it up, you're not going to have that much of a loss.
Right. I've got one. I've got a 200 Zero Tail, the C series.
Yeah, now I will be honest though, playing with this, I'm not playing with it, but checking out this Liebherr aren't.
The 36E that was Zero Tailed by some guy, and it doesn't look very good.
336E Zero Tail?
Well, there's no such thing, but that's what they made the model out of.
Oh, well, just looking at this 924 though.
Oh, and here's a Volvo ECR 235. That's a model I want to get.
Yeah, some guy paid $400 for one.
Yeah, I would want one. Not for that much, but I would want one.
By the way, Nico's gonna be making an equipment Instagram here shortly.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
We'll see.
We definitely will.
The Blackhawks just lost, which is unfortunate, but
Oh, let's go Hawks. Oh, at least the Cubs are close to the World Series.
I'm not a Cub fan.
Yeah, you're the White Sox fan.
Yep.
You see, this is the crosstown Chicago rivalry. I mean, we're both from Chicago. We fucking love the Hawks, and
Oh, here's a pretty cool model. A Cat 521 Zero-Tail Harvester.
now you know what? There
Cool.
was supposed to be a cat harvester Tonkin made.
No, did they make it, or did they only make the log?
They made the log loader, the road builder, the skidder was coming out, and from our little informant that they were supposed to be making a harvester next year.
Why'd they lose their license, though?
They sold out actually. Northcott was being funded by, and if you guys have heard this story over and over by me, I'm sorry for sounding like a broken record, but not everybody knows. Pretty much, Northcott, they've been funded by Diecast Masters' parent company, which is Custom Models of Australia or some whacked up shit like that. They've been funded for the last 5 years by them, and they would have been out of business that 5 years ago. And so pretty much they got sick of Northcott's inability to produce quality models or even inability to produce models since they haven't really done anything recently. And they bought them out, and then they pretty much had Northcott in a corner where they just gave up, and then they bought Tonkin out.
Right. Are we allowed to give shout-outs out on here?
I guess.
Alright. I don't even know this guy, but I want to give a shout-out to DG2 Construction Company on Facebook. He's got some pretty cool stuff. So if you guys want to see custom models that are pretty well built, go check him out. He's got some pretty cool stuff. He's got some custom-built Ford trucks, the F-Series, the newer ones. The F-250s and up. Those look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Got an F-Series service truck. Probably a 4 or 550.
Yeah, but
Or,
really.
so yeah, here's one. I just found a CCM 320 CLU. Someone asked, they literally said, this is a long shot, but does anyone have a CCM 320 CLU for sale? Like, good luck. But it's so cool because it's so detailed. The metal tracks. It's got a hydraulic thumb on it.
Yeah, but
Lines. It's just such a cool model. It's too bad that they're gone.
I don't even know how Mike's Diecast Construction or DeBrano's. I don't know how the fuck he got one.
He's got, you know what? I'm happy he's getting back into it. He's got some models that I would want. I like those 320Cs. I want to get one of those.
There has been a lot of drama surrounding him recently. Just being honest about him supposedly. I'm gonna put that in there. Supposedly ripping off castings from other people. Again, supposedly.
No, I wouldn't. I've bought stuff from him before. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he does sound like a really cool guy. So that's why I said supposedly.
Yeah, I've talked to him before, so he's pretty cool. Okay, now here we go. I just found a 3-piece set going for $300. This is back in July, so I doubt these are gone. But there's 3 Roadtech shuttle buggies, 3 Roadtech pavers, and 3 PM200s.
I got the
Alright, 700s.
I got the AP600, which is a nice model if you get it without the canopy. The screed with the canopy I just can't stand. By the way, if you didn't know, they're 2 different screeds. I would consider getting the Roadtech one because the box that comes with the shuttle buggy is supposed to fit in there, obviously.
Right.
But the coal planer I can live without. I could get the Cat PM200 because it's more reasonable size for what I see around here.
Right.
By the way, NCG Cat 436 CIT is the one you're thinking about earlier.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I'm excluding most of the side shift stuff because we're not European, as you can tell. But again,
got a 321, a Cat 321 that looks pretty nicely built for custom. It looks like a regular model.
Now, JJ, He has one that Adam Bishop started and never finished. And I
So
don't.
that's what I'm talking about. This is JJ's.
Oh yeah, JJ.
So this might be it. But it's pretty cool because JJ lives not too far from me. He's only
Well,
like half hour from me.
he's
40.
not. He's not terribly far from me. I mean, you're what, like 2 hours north of me?
No, I'm like three and a half.
It's not really that far compared to most people.
No, JJ's like a county over. JJ's a 40-minute drive from here.
Yeah. So JJ, you now have a new best friend apparently.
If he's even watching.
He does. He like corrects me on every little fuck up I make.
So here's a cool little model, and I happen to have this one. It's 33 by 44 grill from
Hey
Vermeer.
Nico,
Huh?
can you like stop moving your phone around?
Moving my phone around.
Yeah, there's like a lot of noise.
I'm not moving my phone around. I'm on my iPad.
Then stop moving your iPad around so much.
I'm not moving it around. It's sitting on me.
Well, I mean, it's causing like a lot of noise.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. The viewers may beg to differ, but
Okay. Well, anyway, like here's another one I just found. Whoa, what is this?
no, that's like perfect. There's like no.
This is cool, and it comes with a bunch of buckets. It's a custom Cat 328.
Yes, I seen that. So, got it. MEH Sean Mitchell.
Yep.
Yep, he is a cool guy. Also, Sean, I really do hope you enjoy your model new shirt. Thanks a lot. Your money is already donated towards breast cancer research. We donated it the night you paid, or for pretty much for everybody. The minute you pay, it gets donated. So remember, it's going for a great cause, and I'll get into the T-shirt thing here shortly. But I am actually looking heavily at this 436 IT. Now here's the thing: it does have a 4-in-1 bucket, but you know what? I don't mind it because it's an NZG one, and it's actually, guess what? To scale.
Right. That's what's cool.
NZG actually did a good job on these.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, and NZG, of course, even back in the day, they still kicked Norscott's ass.
Right.
Of course, I'm on Buffalo Road Imports, by the way. Great guys. They do ship very fast. Of course, since I guess there's no mail on Columbus Day, is there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there is mail on Columbus Day. So pretty much, I ordered last Friday. I ordered it right before I did the interview with Sal, and I got it today, which is Thursday, which isn't bad considering the 3-day no mail thing
Right.
and the order processing, especially when I type my credit card number in wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's my fault, by the way. Sorry, guys. Anyways, the 420 DIT, 65 bucks on there when you can get it for 40. 3 models, and they're not bad models either. They're the older Norscott stuff, so you know it's actually decent quality.
Right. It's not gonna be a bad model.
And the 420 DIT is way better than the 420E. I'm gonna put it this way: the E stick is a lot nicer. You know, it may have the bubble cabinet, it may look cool with the Power Edge stuff, and I would love to get the 420E
Mm-hmm.
and the Power Stripe logos.
Right. Well, you know what? And a cool model I got too. It was kind of long ago, not too long ago, but I got it this summer. Was the Volvo? Forget the number. The BM something, I think.
It's an older loader, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and it's got the bunch of attachments. Now I forget the numbers, but I think it's a BM 70. No, it's not a B. It's an L something.
Oh, it's like an. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like an
I
L.
forget what it is. It's an L70B. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's got the plow and the regular bucket, the forks, the log grapple, and the material arm. And
I don't really see myself paying 125 bucks for the 416B though, with the closed cab.
yeah,
But you know what? It would be nice though. I'm not saying that I won't. I'm ruling out the possibility that I will get it. I'm just saying it's just doesn't look appealing.
right.
By the way, the 416, the only real difference between it and a 420 is the horsepower.
Yeah, that really is it. I mean,
And
much of
the 420 has more stuff on it, like pilot control and all that shit.
it. Hmm.
So pretty much the 416 is a cheaper version of 420 for those of you that have a low budget.
Right.
Of course, the C and D series, I think those were the best backos, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They looked cool, they looked aggressive, they didn't have the K-style E-stick.
Right.
But, no, oh, by the way, I don't know if you know this yet, but I got a 420E over the summer, and the linkage on the backhoe going towards the rear quick coupler was upside down.
Was upside down?
Yep.
How did that happen?
It's Norscott, remember? I mean, remember Sal's retarded 657? The decal upside down?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Norscott made a lot of. They had a lot of quality control issues. I know people like to complain about Tonkin's issues, but in reality, put that in retrospect with Norscott.
Right.
I mean, Tonkin, to my extent, they've never put a thumb upside down on one of their road builders.
Yeah.
I,
I got a model that was a 1/43rd scale truck, and it was, those auger trucks that like electric companies have. They drill in the holes for the.
oh yeah,
One of the stabilizers was put in upside down,
how the fuck does that happen?
and I was like, "How did these guys manage to do that?"
Of course,
So that's just sitting like that. So I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, yeah, I don't want to break it off, and it's not like it just comes out and goes back in. So
yeah.
it's gonna have to stay as it is. But
Let's put it this way: Nico has a model I would kill him for.
which one?
The PC 228. I don't.
Dude,
I don't.
just get one.
I don't care that it's in 1/43rd scale. I would also get the Great All, but wait a minute, don't you have the one that's mounted on the truck?
Yeah, that's the one I've operated. I've operated Great All in real life a few times actually. Different.
God, I have one memory from when I was 3 years old, and that's just seeing a Great All. I was watching Sesame Street, for Christ's sake.
There was one in Sesame Street.
No, I was watching. All right, this is when I was 3 years old. I got a fond memory because I got a picture of me standing next to it. After they left, they just parked it. Parking an excavator mounted on a truck. They went to lunch. It was a cloudy day. It was like May or April, and I was watching Sesame Street, and I just seen them down there, and it's actually about where the center of the roundabout is now.
Uh huh.
So that makes me wonder how long this has been in the works. But pretty much, I remember just being glued to my window. I was standing on a desk, I think it was, just prop myself up to the window and just sat there and watched them for hours.
Yep.
Of course, that's the way it was when the hospital was being constructed, because I used to literally be glued to the window, and I'd play with like one of these little weird ass wooden models or whatever that didn't even function properly, and then I had this little die-cast Tonka truck, and I used to play with that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I would have, you know what, if I could have all my models and I could have my current age, and that hospital project could be transferred, I don't know, to like today, that would be awesome. 'Cause they had a 4100 there, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be, dude. It'd be for me. It'd be like Sal going to the World Trade Center, for instance.
Well,
Obviously,
didn't
it's
he
not
live
big.
right there too,
Where?
by the World Trade Center?
I think he's like 5 miles away. I know it's like within sight of him. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but like, what was he doing when he was filming all the equipment and stuff? Like,
There,
where was he filming from?
there's an observation deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyways, like, let put it in perspective. Sal going to the World Trade Center would be like me going to that hospital site in
Right.
his present day. Obviously, my brother, when he was still alive, he took a lot of pictures of that. I don't know where they are. I'm on the hunt for them. But I know there was a 4100. There's like 6 track loaders. There was a fucking 350L excavator, which Joe is obsessed with.
Right. That's an old timer.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's there that was huge, that was awesome. They transformed a trailer park, and the first thing that comes to mind is Ricky, Bubbles, and Julian from the Trailer Park Boys. They transformed that from a trailer park to a hospital, which is really cool, and they did it in a matter of 3 years.
Which is pretty good time.
Yeah, I mean,
For a hospital, depending on how big it is. I mean, I don't know how big it is, but Assuming that it's a pretty good size.
It's 4 floors tall, and I think it's the total area. It's about a mile.
So it's a pretty big hospital then.
I will say, yeah. Of course, then there's one further out. It's a hospital that my little brother was born in Danville, Indiana, which is probably about 5 miles out. They're adding on to it for the fifth time in 10 years.
Wow.
And the thing about it is, I don't like to go near that place because it was built in the '60s, and '60s hospitals are very creepy.
Creepy.
So not to sound like a little fucking kid or whatever, but '60s hospitals. Think about some of the equipment there.
Yeah, true.
And then they have that fucking weird ass blue green color in the
On the
hallways.
inside?
Yes, it's ridiculously creepy. And then they have the original part of the hospital that's abandoned now, and that's fucking creepy.
Alright, let's not talk about hospitals anymore.
Yeah, but I will say this Liebherr R924 is pretty sweet. I might consider getting more Liebherr models now.
Well, you know what? You should get that 228.
Yeah, because I've
But
seen
it wasn't too expensive, so.
Yeah, but I should get it. Oh shit! I think I just no wait, that's a hair on my phone. I thought I'd cracked my screen again. I've had the 6S for 2 weeks and I've already cracked it twice. I'm on my third screen in 2 weeks,
Wow.
which it costs $200 to fix. So, by the way, that's his fire radio.
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
yeah, he's a big time fire department
Yeah,
fan.
guys, sorry, there's some fire action going on. Bullshit ambulance calls, so.
Hey Nico, I gotta ask this though. Have you ever went to a fire and just brought some hot dogs and roasted some weenies by the fire?
Not at a fire scene.
I actually would.
How would you do that? You wouldn't be able to get close enough.
Well, considering half the firefighters in my area are dumb as fuck.
Don't say that.
I no, like the guys around me, I respect firefighters to death, but these guys, I swear,
Why?
apparently, I'm gonna put this in perspective here. They didn't know where the hospital was, and it was across the street.
Did they go to your house?
Yeah, once.
For what?
My brother, stupid stuff, little kid,
What did he do?
Oh boy, here we go. He tried to fly.
What?
He tried to fly. He thought he could fly.
So what did he do?
He jumped out a window.
Wow.
And it's like, okay, so which hospital do you want to go to? There's one right across the street, like right there, within
No, but
walking
they ask you
distance.
because sometimes you might have a doctor at a different hospital.
That brings me to another subject. Some of the doctor. Never mind. I'm not going into the doctor thing.
Yeah, let's get back to the model stuff.
But trust
How
me, I
many
do
doctors
respect.
are we working with here?
No, it's only like 2 of the firefighters I think are dumb as fuck.
Okay.
Not all of them. Some of them are cool, and I live near a fire station, and they got new stuff too. You'd kind of flip out at.
What'd they get? New ambulance? New fire truck?
Both.
What kind of ambulance?
God, I don't even know. They had like one of the older style ones, where the engine's a little bit more cramped in there.
Well, what is it though? Ford? Dodge?
Yeah, it's a Ford.
E-Series or F-Series?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know that. You should know. The E-Series are the vans and the F-Series are the trucks.
F Series.
Okay, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you should come down to Indy sometime and see my collection personally.
You live pretty close to Brownsburg, don't you?
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been in Brownsburg before.
Damn it, you was that close?
I guess.
Dude, I'm like on the border of going to Brownsburg schools.
Because my friend lives in Noblesville,
Yeah.
and he had a football game in Brownsburg.
How long ago was this?
Oh, this was a few years ago, probably before I knew you.
Oh, well, the quarterback now. By the way, we was on ESPN for facing Brownsburg.
Really?
Yes, it was awesome. I was on ESPN.
That's cool.
That's like my crowning achievement. I got like 20 pictures of me on camera.
Yeah, so he goes to Noblesville.
Yeah.
That's how I was in Brownsburg, and then how far is Carmel from there? Not that far, right?
Not really.
Because I went to a fire station in Carmel when I was there.
Hey, you never know. You might end up here sometime.
Well, next time I know I'm in Avon, I'll have to stop by.
Oh yeah, because I live on the border. Literally, I live on the Indianapolis side of the border. If you walk across the street, it's Avon.
So, what fire department's gonna go to your house?
Avon.
Is that the station that's closest to you?
Yeah, literally, they're on the border as well.
Is it like walking distance from your house?
Yeah, really. Actually, let's put this in perspective. The Great X site is literally right near the fire station. It's right on the fire station. They literally had to tear out part of the fire station's driveway.
Oh, really?
The Great X site is a half a mile from the actually viewing distance. I can see the stoplight from my house. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
right down the street from the roundabout site, and if you don't know, the roundabout site was right in front of my house.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally, it's all in perspective.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Okay, I gotta do the advertisement stuff. Model News T-shirts are now for sale for $20 each. Pretty much, we do have two different variations right now. We have the standard yellow one that I'm not wearing right now. They finally got me to change it. And then we got the pink one for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And here's the special. We're going to be selling the shirts two for $25. Normally the shirt would be 20, but two for $25. All the money goes towards breast cancer research. Not a cent goes to us. Not one goddamn penny. Shipping is on
Yeah.
me. Shipping is on me, and they're really nice shirts, guys. Ask MEH.
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty cool. Especially too, I hear we're getting some different ones too. So.
Yeah, also military coming up next month. All the money for that goes towards Wounded Warrior Project. And then we're going to have a special edition white one for the month of December. The thing about those are, the money made for that will actually go towards buying a model, which will be, or buying some models, which will go towards Toys for Tots.
All right.
They're not going to be terribly expensive models, obviously, because kids are going to want to play with them and tear them up.
Yeah, you're gonna want to get maybe like something from Brooder or something.
Some Ertl stuff, maybe.
Well, it depends. Are you going for like 150th stuff or for like
Yeah, I'm aiming
Brooder
for
stuff?
150th stuff. Because remember, my parents a lot of parents buy their kids construction stuff, and that's how some of us got started, was liking the construction stuff and then wanting to see the real stuff, and it goes from there.
Get them started off somehow. Like I remember my first model ever was a Cat 365B, and I got it when I was younger, and I just wish I hadn't tore the shit out of it.
I still got mine. The only modification I made to it was I drilled rivets out of it so I could put a bucket and a hammer on it.
And did that work fine?
Yeah, it was the old NZG hammer meant for the 245s.
Yeah, that's nice. See, for mine, one of the idler wheels broke on my 365 when I was little. And I
Yeah,
was like, well, we're not fixing that. And, knowing nowadays, I'd be able to fix it just fine. Well, this happened when I lived in my old house quite some time ago, probably when I was 4 or 5 years old.
yeah.
And I was just like, shit, I wish I had that thing back. Because then I just tore the shit out of it. I took it apart and did a bunch of stuff. And I was like, god damn. And it
Yeah.
was pretty expensive too. My parents told me it was like $80 or something. I'm like, whoa, $80. I'm like, you could have got it somewhere else cheaper, knowing now where to get it. Who knows where they got it from?
Of course, I mean, I got the Hitachi 450 now, and it's
And
about.
I've seen one for like $300 on
Oh,
eBay.
yeah, and there's actually a special livery one on Buffalo Road, which looks cool, but I'm not willing to pay the price for it.
How much is it?
I think it's like 150, but the thing is about the 450, it's a nice model, yes. The cylinders are great on it. It's just that I wouldn't pay that much for an Ertl model.
Well, yeah, and I've got the 470. I got the Hitachi 470, but I also got the Deere 470G, and that's a for Ertl. I think it's pretty good. And pretty soon, I'm thinking about getting the 200.
The Hitachi 470 by TMC is a great model.
Oh yeah, and I've got the 210 as well that they made.
Yeah, I do too. The replicas.
Mm-hmm.
I got the 250 too.
Okay, that I don't have, but
Pretty much, I got a shit ton of models. Let's leave it like that. I think I got 189 now.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number.
Yeah, I've been called a model hoarder before, mainly because I stuff models in drawers because I'm running out of space rapidly.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I gotta get a. I hate to say it, but I gotta sacrifice a John Deere 470 to get a new undercarriage for the 450.
For the Hitachi, or
Yep, the undercarriage was fucked when I got it.
uh,
Right now, it has one of the John Deere log loader tracks on it.
that's
Temporary,
funny.
temporary.
I had an old 963 that I tore apart. I got a newer one now.
I need to get a new
But
one.
one of the tracks broke on it, and I was like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do with it now?" I made it into a cat generator, which is pretty cool. But
Yeah.
but I put like a rubber track on it, and I was like, "What the fuck? This looks so stupid."
Of course, we do stuff when we're younger collectors that we regret. Most of the.
Well, I didn't break it on purpose. I was walking through a door with it, and the door shut and slammed the track. This
Yeah.
was like good with models, but and that was the only model that ever broke, really.
Yeah. I mean, I remember my first 963D.
So
My tables were so packed at the time. I didn't get a 963 until last year. My tables were so packed it fell off in the middle of the night. I woke up and I stepped on it, which is painful, and it broke the drive sprocket.
yeah, I've got some pretty new stuff. I got stuff last year too, which is pretty cool. I got a D10T and some other stuff. I got a pretty cool diorama going on right now, which stop motions they're made. They just got to be put up. Two of them are already up. I
Yeah,
got 2 or 3 more parts on the computer waiting to go up, and then I got to finish it off. I still got to make the rest of it, but
I got a lot planned for the. Um, I know I've been talking about the last year for that I was going to end up making it stop motion, but there is so much going into this one. I want this one to be like 430 Bobcat detailed,
oh okay.
and that takes a lot too.
Oh yeah, it does. It'll take some time. You
And
just got to take your time on it, and
And here's the thing, though. Since this is a roundabout thing, there's a roundabout in front of my house, so I'm getting the measurements just right. So I'm gonna make the entire thing just 1/50th scale.
yeah.
Everything down to the pavement, and like how wide the pavement is, that's gonna be 1/50th scale.
Well, are you gonna just buy it from DHS?
What?
The asphalt stuff.
Probably.
So that'll be pretty cool.
I just want everything to be exactly 1/50th scale, and I have the blueprints from the roundabout site, which helps a
How did you get
lot.
it? Gave you a copy?
Yeah, I've had a copy for a long time. And not to mention, I still got my 3D hat that I barely ever take off nowadays.
A 3D hat?
Yeah,
Oh, the company's 3D, right? Is that what?
yeah, 3D Company Inc. What a name. But they are cool though. They let me do shit, and that's more than I can say for Great X. Those bastards.
Yep.
But I mean, still, there's gonna be a lot going into this. I'm gonna make sure everything's perfect. And you know what? Really, I'm playing the waiting game. I'm waiting until the first batch of announcements from Diecast Masters. Not this one, but the first actual batch that comes out like in the Toy Fair next year. Cause I want to see if they make a zero tail. Cause I know a lot of collectors have been asking for a 321, a 328, which I doubt there will be a 328 since it's been long discontinued now.
Well, who made a 328?
Huh?
Someone made a 328?
No, I mean like Diecast Masters. I doubt that they will make a 328, considering the fact that it's been discontinued as
Oh,
of
the real machine?
yes.
Right.
Because
I ran a 328 before.
I ran a 321.
Almost there.
Anyways, the 321 is just now being discontinued. The 328's been discontinued since probably late last year. They replaced it with the 335 FL
Right.
CR, and now the 321 is being replaced with the 325 F. There is no LCR.
Really?
Yep. So it looks like all the fives mean zero tail at this point,
Yeah.
which is a shame because the 321 and 328 they were very successful machines.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the most popular YouTuber, pretty much arguably ever in the community, named his YouTube channel after one.
Yeah.
I got the two Tonka scrapers pre-ordered.
Oh, really?
The 627s.
So hopefully those come out before they're.
Actually, there is one last shipment due within the next 2 weeks. The last shipment of Tonkin models ever, cat models at least.
Right.
Oh, to follow up on the D7 that we started out with earlier, it is now officially out of stock, which it never was in stock, but it's now pretty much gone for good on whatchamacallit,
On
on
what?
3,000 toys.
Oh, really?
Yep, so there's no chance of pre-ordering them anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going back through my pictures of the old roundabout, and good job, Nick Poindexter. Good job on denting the side of the 321. How do you put a dent in a zero tail? Especially one that spans the entire side of the machine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Of course, I'm not going to replicate everything perfectly, especially considering the fact that I need a zero tail and I'm not willing to pay. Like, I don't want to end up customizing a model and doing something wrong and ruining it, because look what happened to some of the other younger people.
Right.
They get a lot of shit for that, one person in specific.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't want to pay, like if I were to get it custom done, I'd probably pay Kevin to do it since he's a close, trusted friend. And not to mention, he's not that awful at customizing.
Yeah.
But it's not that I wouldn't want to pay to do it either, considering the fact that, it's only a model I'd probably ever use like once.
Mm-hmm.
So might as well get the Lee Bear, because number one, the bucket is actually spot on perfect with what I'm trying to do with it. And so, might as well just stick with the Lee Bear, and I'm probably going to paint the tracks gray, or like, where the Conrad issue. You know what I mean? Where the tracks, some of them are not painted.
Right.
Yeah, that issue. It's hard to describe, but and
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna throw my 330 in there as well in place of the 240 because I don't want to throw 325 in there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to machine it with metal tracks. I'm not saying that the NCG tracks don't look detailed enough. I'm just saying that they just look like rubber because they are. But it's not It's not detracting from them though, because considering they were rubber linked tracks and they look great, they functioned great. It's just that
Yeah.
in time rubber dries out,
That's true.
and I don't want to speed up that process by putting it in any dirt or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not to mention I had to beg and plead to get my 325 out of Kevin.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's the old fashioned road tech way I'm calling it now. It's pretty much annoy the crap out of him until
Till they do it.
yeah. And it works. It worked for the one guy that tried to get the 235 ECR. Of
Did
course,
he get it?
yeah, but he paid pretty much double what you could get you could probably get two 349s for what he paid for that.
Really?
Yeah, 400 something dollars.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is, in honesty, and ridiculous. But you know what? It's his thing.
Yeah.
So who am I to judge? I didn't pay it, so I don't care.
Right.
God, I missed that 321. I'm like looking back at the pictures on it, and I just miss it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious to see what Diecast Masters will release soon.
Yeah.
They better release something good and nice and pretty. Of course, if they don't, better luck to them. There's still old NZG models I can get and some of that. And I still got piles and piles and piles of fucking Norscott stuff. So,
Yeah.
like we said before, the Norscott stuff holds up. The older Norscott.
Yeah, older Norse Scott stuff.
The newer stuff, not as much. I mean, just look at the 930, 938. Those are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, just saying, the older stuff, like if it's Power Stripe, it's good.
Yeah, true.
I'd still love to get the 430 Power Stripe or 420 Power Stripe. Sorry, I was looking at 430 by NZG. Or
Mm-hmm.
436, that's it. I'm still thinking about getting that. But anyways. And then MEH Diecast, he doesn't live that far either. He lives in Marcegeno, Illinois.
Really?
Mari or Marengo or Marengo. I'm sorry, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm tired. I
Yeah.
I had to deal with a bunch of dipshits at the BMV today.
Why were you at the DNV?
Registering my new car.
Really?
Yep.
For 50?
What? Dad, I'm in the middle of something.
Well, let me know if you have change.
I don't have any money.
Another special guest on the show, Nico's dad.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad, I'm sure I don't have enough for 50.
In the meantime, be sure to tune in this Saturday for the Sunday K-Cup of Joe featuring me and Joe Diecast Mania for all the latest talk, rumors, and gossip and all that other fun bullshit. God, there's been some good episodes of that too. The last two have been quite funny, and they're great to record too. I think that show is extending my life. You know how laughter extends your life. Apparently. Well, my life's probably been extended by another 20 years now. At this rate, like, God, you should hear some of these outtakes that we have. I think the one that I remember the most is I start recording. I'm like, all right, guys, welcome back to the Kevin Show. And then Joe just goes, well, everything's fucking broken.
That's fun.
I'm just like, Joe, for the first time ever, you fucked it up. And Joe doesn't fuck up, does he?
No, not usually.
He's consistent, unlike me, you, pretty much everybody in Model News. Oh boy. This is the thing about having a bunch of heavy equipment operators as friends on Instagram is they like to post a lot of stuff criticizing Bruce Jenner, which is funny. Trust me, Bruce Jenner is just about as courageous as Adolf Hitler.
Really?
I'm not. God, it's hard to be politically correct these days. What I mean is, I don't call what Bruce Jenner getting a fake pair of tits. I don't call that courageous. I call that plastic surgery.
That's funny.
Of course, now Soldier carrying back a wounded brother, and now that's courageous. Not getting a fake pair of tits and a penis reduction surgery.
Okay, why are we talking about this?
Facebook. But Cat 4 2000 Cat 416 CIT.
Yeah.
It looks cool. And also your younger counterpart is now on. Wanting to Skype.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think we're gonna begin to wrap this up, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
There's been some good conversation. If you've been offended at all during this, I apologize. It's not my fault. It's my ADD.
Sorry about that.
Is that a legitimate excuse?
Guys, I'm sorry you gotta deal with Kevin.
It's not my fault. All in the process of being a somewhat successful comedian. Comedian. There, that's it.
Yep.
I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night, guys. I've been awake dealing with bullshit from the BMV since about 9. 6 hours of dealing with old saggy ladies. It wasn't fun, I'll say. But, oh yeah, we did lose 4-1. Man, that sucks. Now, one thing, man, lately I've been wanting to get the 349 DLME.
Yeah.
Hey, go follow at DG2 Construction Company for some sick pictures and super nice dio. Great guy. Also follow MEH and Outback Custom, all his 3 best diecast pages on Instagram. Well, thanks a lot, Colin. Oh wait, my page isn't diecast though. Really, it's more equipment pictures. Okay, it's fine then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry for snapping at you. I guess. Kind of. Now, the only thing I don't like about the NZG stuff is it doesn't have the extend-a-hoe.
Really?
It would have been nice to have the extend-a-hoe, but I can live without it, I guess. I mean, I got the 420D that's nice, and I can live without it and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, that I want to say this, though. I'm looking at custom T190, which still has the S205 logos. It's way too high. The tracks are.
Right.
Oh, by the way, guys, tomorrow night is the premiere of Gold Rush Season 6. Holy crap, we're on Season 6 already? Wait, do you even still watch that show?
Gold Rush?
Yeah.
Eh,
Kinda.
sorta, kinda.
It's gotten better over the last season. Last season was a lot better than the last couple, I will say.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we're starting to get more equipment brand variation. Now we actually got some Hitachi stuff in there instead of just all Volvo. We got some Cat stuff.
What do they got? Because I haven't been paying attention.
They got a Hitachi 870 in there.
Who's got that?
Hoffman's.
Really?
Yep.
Is Jack running it?
No, he's running the Bear Snack. God, I'll never forget that. Where he goes, "We best have guns, or we're gonna become a Bear Snack."
Because Jack wouldn't let go of his 400.
They brought that back last season.
Really?
Yes, they brought it back, and then it broke down an episode later.
Go figure.
And then they brought Dave back, who spent $1 million on equipment and sort of, co-owns 316 Mining now.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So,
thought. Who co-owns it?
Dave Turin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he bought his way in. And he bought his way in with equipment.
How much money did he spend doing that?
$1 million.
He had that much money.
He had to borrow some from his family, who remember owns a successful mining operation in the lower 48.
Wow.
Or I should say, quarrying operation.
Alright, we're wrapping this up.
Yeah, but I gotta say this though: the preview shows an excavator getting stuck deep in mud.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like cab deep. But let's put it this way: it's a Volvo, so nobody cares. Because Volvo ruined the show anyways by having all the other brands blurred out.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, let's put it this way. They have to have Cat excavators blurred out because they make excavators, but dozer-wise, no, it's perfectly fine. Because they don't make dozers, so Caterpillar's not they're not competition.
Right.
In a dozer market, because they don't even make dozers. Kind of bullshitty, but you know what? Oh well. I guess I have to live with it. But yeah, we're starting to see Hitachi stuff. Of course, they had to apply a lot of electrical tape to the 400.
Really?
Yeah, to cover up the Super, the EX400. Well, they didn't cover up the EX400, I don't think. No, they did not. They covered up the Hitachi stuff, though. But still, Season 1 was probably the best, being honest, because you weren't bouncing around a lot, and you could actually follow the story. And there was 2 excavators, an old loader, and a stolen D6.
Wow.
And Les Dakota Fred.
Yeah, he's not in there really, is he?
No, he left. He got tired of it.
What about Parker?
He's still there. Actually, he goes off this season. Now, I'm not spoiling too much. I mean, I do own one of the biggest fan pages on Twitter. Just saying. And I've actually been asked to be on the dirt before by Discovery.
Really?
Yeah. And I missed the opportunity because I didn't pay attention to my Twitter for a very long time. It was one of those moments where I go, fuck.
That's too bad.
Yeah, and of course, if I were to say something bad on live TV, I probably wouldn't be asked back.
That's funny.
But That's what I like about the internet. You can say whatever the fuck you fucking please, and you don't get yelled at for it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not saying much, but Parker goes and gets his own claim because he's tired of Tony Beats adding stipulations and shit to the contract and the land lease, and then Tony Beats just gets tired of Parker and just kicks him out.
Really?
So Parker is now left without any land. Todd has a new agreement with whatever the one dude's name is that owns McKinnon Creek to mine it, and he also has a lot more land to
Yeah.
mine, and it's all virgin ground too. And then Tony Beats, he's playing in water with his dredge.
Really?
Yep, he actually got the thing going.
About time.
Actually, it started to sink at the end of the last season, but he got it going again.
When does the next season start?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yep. Tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, I believe. Only on Discovery. Christo Doyle, really cool guy. Of course, a lot of Gold Rush haters, they call him Todd Hoftard or Toad Hoftard. And then there's Crisco Doyle. There's this one guy that's just so annoying. He keeps making fake Twitter accounts. It's annoying. His name is Brian.
Who's that?
I don't know. He's some bald guy from Chicago. Good city, terrible person. Just saying. It's a great city. I love my city, but terrible person. Oh, by the way, go Cubs.
Nah.
Oh, it's a 2-hour premiere, by the way. All right, so your beloved White Sox. I was gonna text you last night once I found out the Cubs won. I was gonna say, so where's your beloved White Sox now? So, I would expect you to be rooting on the Cubs during this one since they're the home team in the playoffs.
Really?
Uh-huh. They're going to the God, they only got one more series to go. It's not the ALS, I don't think. I think it's the NLS. I don't watch baseball often. It's kind of obvious. I watch more hockey and football. Of course, I don't support the Bears for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Cause,
Alright, dude, we wrapping this show up or what?
Yes, hold on one sec. I really hope you guys enjoy this one. I mean, Nico, me and him could go on for hours. We proved that last year.
Yeah.
But whenever we do produce shows together, it's always quality stuff. And it's always funny. Okay, they're going to the NLC Championship. Only on TBS, October 17th. So the Cubs actually, you know what? If the Cubs win it, Back to the Future predicted it. Right?
Yeah.
So you should at least be supporting the Cubs on this one.
Right.
But like I said before, Nico will have an equipment Instagram up here shortly. Equipment and model. Because he knows he should. So anyways, we're going to begin to wrap it up. Anything else you want to say?
No, not really.
Go subscribe to him on YouTube, Bobcat1Deer with a no E, 2Cat3 on YouTube.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in episode 10 of The Kevin Show. And holy, I'm surprised. You know what? McLean owes me $50. He said I wouldn't make it to episode 10.
McLean knows you 50 bucks.
Suck it, McLean. No, I'm kidding. McLean's awesome. Alright, and so until next time, Nico has to come back sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, we always need more people.
Always.
So, until next time, we'll see you later, guys. Peace out.